Good morning. Well, today we're looking to see if we can change out this rather weathered button here. Now, surprisingly, this is actually green. Originally I thought it was black like it is on my 2006 XJ Sovereign, but it is actually green. That's good news because there's plenty of availability of the green button parts here. So I've been able to order up one from the Jaguar Classic Parts department. And what we're going to do today is have a go at see if we can replace this button with a brand new one. So for comparison, just getting a bit closer, you can see here there's quite a marked difference between the two buttons. So I hope this is coming out on camera. This is just on the inside of the boot. You can see here we've got a round circular plastic trim part here, here and here, and I think the whole idea is that we just pull these three out and there should be some screws behind there, and then that should enable us to start removing this trim area, which should allow us access to get to the boot release part that we want to replace. Okay, so little plastic covers off. They just hook off with this tool here, quite straightforward. Just literally hook them off, pull them out, and you can see we've got these type kind of plastic covers just here which cover up that, so courtesy trim. What I'm now going to do is just attempt to get an 8mm socket on there and just release those bolts so that we can get access and remove that trim. So I've taken the left hand one and the right hand one there, so just a central one here, and up and fill. You can see here the trim's just about to come out, so I'm just going to carefully remove this one by hand, and then we should have access. So I'm just going to gently ease this over here, and you can see we've got a few connectors, one for the light bulb and one for this. So I just need to pull some of these connectors off. So we've removed the trim. You can see here I've got the boot release detector and also the light connector in here. So it looks like I may just have to loosen off some of the trim just here to get access to the... So we've removed most of the fastenings that we have on here. The last remaining bit is just to take out these screws here and here for the emergency kit. This is where the emergency triangle would normally go. Remove that, and then this whole lining should come off, enabling us to get access to behind this fascia panel. So we've just been able to pull out these reversing light bulbs just here. Quick update as to where we are. We just had to remove these three securing bolts which are on the back of the fascia plate, and then there's kind of some pot fittings you just have to push out, and then what that enables you to do is just bring out this panel here. So if I'm just a little bit more careful, I don't really want to shut the boot. You can see here we've got, there's that white thing there is set to be pushed through, and you can see here we've got the push button connector that we want to replace. And here you've got the other side, and these holes are just where the bulb's going. So, and you can see here we've got the cable running through here. So what we just need to do now is look at disconnecting this, which looks like it takes some very small posi drive screws just to disconnect that, and then we're just going to work through the just to work through the cabling, which I think it's just this connector here, and then that kind of just runs through into there via that grommet. So that's pretty much what we've got to do. Okay, so we managed to remove the old button there. You can see the grommet and the connector just there. So what I'm now going to do is attempt to fit the new one in place on the trim, and then hopefully we can start putting everything back together again. So here's a better shot of the old button just here and the new one just fitted into the trim. I just flip this over, you should be able to see it's just held in by a couple of screws there. So now I'm just going to put the grommet, pass the grommet through the boot lid, and then just connect it into the wiring, just with a little simple click like that with that blue connector. So here you can see we've now just passed through the grommet. You can see the wiring in there, so we've got it all connected there. It's fairly easy to do, just literally just push the rubber through the hole, the aperture, and then just with a pair of tweezers or light small pliers, you then just go ahead and pull it through. So I'm not sure if that's covered. There it is. So there's the other side of the grommet, and if you follow the cable round, you'll see I've now plugged that back into the loop, so that's all good. So what I'll do now is just quickly test it. Just press the button to make sure that everything's all in order and we're definitely getting a click, and we can start putting everything back through together and reattaching the trim. Okay, so we've got the 3 securing bolts for the rear plinth done. So there's kind of one just in there, important not to over tighten them, and then there is another one just in there, and then finally there should be one just there. Okay, so we've offered up the boot liner just here. What's really important is, that's coming out, you need to make sure that this hole is aligned here. So there's a hole just in there. That's really important to make sure that it's all lined up properly, and the same on the other side. So I'll put this one in first and then the one on the other side as well, and then we can start putting the rest of the other fastenings in. Okay, so all of the push fittings are back on. Before I did those ones, I made sure I had the 2 Phillips screws for the frame for this fitted first. That helped with the alignment, and then I was able to do the various press fittings here. So they're all in place now. So all that's remained to do is connect up, well, really just offer up this bit of trim just up to the back there. We'll connect in the light fitting and also the boot release. Trim is now reassembled. Hopefully you can see what we've done here. We've now got the plastic trim containing the courtesy light back on, and everything's all in order and all in place. So now I'm just going to clear away my tools and then see and test out the boot. Here is the new button, and if I just go and press, there we go. Boot opens, trim's not falling apart, all nicely and tightly in place. Closes okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And it looks so much smarter than the previous one. Job's a good one. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you found some of that useful. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking the video. And if you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing for plenty of more content concerning the STR coming along very soon. Thanks a lot.